Mine too. Negative thinking isn't a one-time visitor, it's a habit. And like any habit, it can be unlearned. Your brain loves patterns. If every morning you open social media, compare yourself and feel inadequate, your brain starts craving that negativity because it's familiar. To change this, you must replace the habit, not just resist it. When a negative thought says, I can't, replace it with, I can learn. When your mind says, I failed, replace it with, I grew. When your mind says, no one cares, replace it with, I'll care for others. Over time, your brain rewires itself to choose faith over fear. Neuroscience calls it neuroplasticity. Spirituality calls it transformation. I simply call it reclaiming your mind. Yourself with gossip, complaints, and pessimism, you will eventually speak their language. But if you spend time with people who see possibility, who talk about growth, who uplift others, choose faith over fear. But if you spend time with people who see possibility, who talk about growth, who uplift others, their energy becomes your oxygen. As Gaur Gopal Das often says, your company shapes your character. So choose your inner circle wisely. Not everyone deserves a seat at your mental table. Sometimes peace means deleting a contact, muting a conversation, or walking away quietly from people who drain your joy. You don't owe anyone access to your mind. It's impossible to be grateful and negative at the same time. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's missing to what's present. Try this. Each morning, before checking your phone, whisper 3 things you're thankful for. I'm alive. I have food. I have another chance today. It sounds simple, almost too simple. But gratitude rewires your emotional state. Where there is appreciation, there's no room for anxiety. Where there is thanksgiving, negativity starves. Most people let their minds talk to them all day, but never talk back. When your mind says, you can't handle this, answer, watch me. When it says, you're not enough, say, I am growing every day. When it says, you failed again, say, failure is feedback. You see, your mind listens to the words you repeat most often. Affirmations are not magic. They are reminders. They are how you reprogram your thoughts. A wise monk once said, you cannot remove darkness with darkness. You remove it with light. You cannot fight negative thinking with more negativity. You replace it with something higher. When your mind starts criticizing, shift your attention to service. Do something kind. Help someone. Volunteer. When you turn your focus outward, your inner noise quiets down. Negativity is self-centered. Positivity is service-centered. Serving others doesn't just make you a good person, it makes you a peaceful person. Most negativity comes from narrow vision. We judge moments without seeing the whole picture. You lost your job, but maybe life is redirecting you to something greater. You faced heartbreak, but maybe that pain is making you ready for true love. You failed an exam, but maybe that failure is saving you from a wrong path. Life is not happening to you, it's happening for you. When you zoom out, pain becomes purpose. When you trust the process, negativity loses power. Your mind is a garden. What you plant grows. If you constantly consume negative news, violent shows, or toxic social media, don't be surprised when your thoughts echo fear and envy. Replace that input. Read inspiring books, watch meaningful videos, listen to podcasts that uplift your spirit. You are the result of what you consume daily, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. So feed your mind like you feed your body with care. One of the biggest sources of negativity is guilt, the inability to forgive yourself. You've made mistakes, we all have. But the past is a place of reference, not residence. If you keep revisiting old pain, you keep reliving it. Forgiveness is not saying it didn't matter. It's saying it mattered, but it's over. When you forgive yourself, you release 1,000 chains from your mind. You begin to see yourself not as a failure, but as a learner. When negativity overwhelms you, faith is the anchor that keeps you from drowning. Faith doesn't mean everything will be easy. It means even if things are hard, you believe something good can come from it. When you trust in divine timing, when you believe that every season has purpose, your mind finds rest. Fear says, what if I lose? Faith says, even if I lose, I'll learn. Faith doesn't cancel pain, it gives pain meaning. Killing negative thinking isn't a one-day battle, it's a daily discipline. Here's your practice. Morning, start with gratitude. 3 things. Daytime, notice your thoughts. Replace negative ones with truth. Evening, reflect, what did I learn today? What can I let go of? Over time, your inner voice transforms from critic to coach. Remember, progress is invisible at first, but silence grows slowly, like dawn. Once a man went to a wise monk and said, Master, my life is full of negativity. Everywhere I go, people are rude. Nothing feels right. The monk smiled and gave him a mirror. He said, look into this. The man looked. What do you see? The monk asked. My own reflection, he replied. Exactly, said the monk. The world you see is a reflection of the thoughts you carry. If your mind is full of fear, you will see danger everywhere. If your mind is full of gratitude, you will see blessings everywhere. The mirror doesn't change, the viewer does. Many people become negative because they expect perfection from themselves, from others, from life. But perfection is an illusion. Progress is real. Even nature takes time. Flowers bloom slowly, seasons change gradually, and yet we rush ourselves as if peace is a race. Slow down, breathe. You're not behind, you're simply becoming. When you start valuing growth over perfection, your mind stops attacking you. Let me remind you, you are not your thoughts. You are the gardener of those thoughts. Pull out the weeds of doubt, plant seeds of hope, water them with gratitude, and shine them with discipline. Every day you do this, your garden becomes more beautiful. And soon, the noise of negativity will fade under the fragrance of peace. Negative thinking isn't destroyed overnight. It's defeated moment by moment through awareness, gratitude, faith, and action. There will still be days when your mind whispers lies, but you'll know they are lies. You'll smile and say, not today, because you'll know something your old self didn't. You are not a victim of your thoughts. You are their master. You are not a prisoner of your past. You are the author of your future. You are not broken. You are becoming. So the next time your mind turns dark, remember, you have the power to turn on the light. Kill negative thinking not with anger, not with fear, but with love, awareness, and discipline. Because once you master your mind, no circumstance can master you. Fade out softly with music. Peace is not the absence of problems, it's the presence of the right mindset. And that mindset starts within you.